Imagine being so completely deranged that you not only write, but believe this. Quote, kill Tesla, save the country. Elon has a weak spot. Attack, wrote Dick Wilson on Substack. Oh, and spoiler alert, you can't kill Tesla. The more the attacks are leveled at Tesla, the more intense they get, the more outrageous and ridiculous and absurd, the more people think, hey, what the hell, this is absolute BS. I'm going to buy me a Tesla just to support the cause. This is the biggest all-time backfire I've ever seen. How deranged can people possibly be to write stuff like this, let alone to think it's a good idea? And it's having the complete opposite effect to that which those idiots fueling this violence and these attacks toward Tesla intend. No reasonable person sees this stuff and thinks, oh, geez, yeah, that's totally fair. I totally support domestic acts of terrorism against Tesla because Elon bad. The opposite's happening. People go, this is absolutely outrageous. I want to support the company and the guy just because of this insanity.
And if we don't have Elon, they could be up there a long time. Who else is going to get him? And I just want to thank him. He's going through a lot, what they're doing to him. And these people are going to be caught, and they're going to be caught, and they're going to be prosecuted. And from what they tell me, I see this just by watching your programs and reading the news, but from what they tell me, they could get 20 years in jail, and they'll get it. I'll tell you, there's going to be no leniency, and there'll be no pardons.
I really don't think the people who are currently fucking around understand how much they are going to find out. The term domestic terrorism is not hyperbole. It is an accurate description of what's going on right now, with the attacks being leveled against Tesla, many of which are being funded from centralized organizations and activist groups. This is not going to end well for these morons. David Sacks summed things up in just a few words. The Tesla terrorism is the left going mask off. And he's not wrong. The number of people that I know who have previously ribbed and called leftards and mocked, right, have completely distanced themselves from the current political left in the US. How can anybody, any reasonable person, think that that's okay? It's funny, a few years ago, you drive a Tesla to show the world that you care about the environment, you're a good little leftist, and now suddenly domestic terrorists are destroying their vehicles and trying to boycott the company. It really is going mask off. Like, how can anybody, how any reasonable person still go, yeah, I totally identify with the political left in the US? You can't. Check out this doozy from the knucklehead known as Tim Walz, caught lying multiple times, stealing valor, making up details, claiming he was in Tiananmen Square, and a bunch of other shit. Just think about this for a moment. Boy, did we really dodge a bullet. This guy didn't end up working with Kamala Harris to destroy the United States and possibly stir up all kinds of global conflict. Just watch this. It's incredible. He posts this on his X account. If you need a little boost during the day, check out Tesla stock. This is sick and deranged.
Saying on my phone, I don't know, some of you know this on the iPhone, they've got that little stock app. I added Tesla to it to give me a little boost during the day. 225 and dropping. So, and if you own one, we're not blaming you. You can take dental floss and pull the Tesla thing off, and take out, just telling you.
There is so much wrong with this. This guy was a running mate of Kamala Harris, the absolute worst ever presidential candidate in history, yet still millions and millions of Americans voted for her, celebrating the decline of a company's stock, a company who employs many tens of thousands of US workers directly and then many more, probably hundreds of thousands indirectly. The most American-made products, a hugely innovative company. What the fuck is going on? And the people in the audience getting behind this. David Sacks is right. This is the mask-off moment. It's not just the terrorism, but stuff like this. Is this guy so stupid not to know the Minnesota Pension Fund owns a fuck ton of Tesla? In fact, many Americans own it, even indirectly through the S&P 500. Retirement accounts. Celebrating. What on earth is wrong with these people? Elon Musk clapped back quite hilariously after Tim posts, if you need a little boost during the day, check out Tesla stock. Musk writes, this is so good. Sometimes when I need a little boost, I look at the J.D. Vance portrait in the White House and thank the Lord. For anyone who's unaware, J.D. Vance is the actual vice president. And now Kevin O'Leary has some thoughts.
I think go back to point one. When you set a car on fire, you should go to jail. You're a criminal.
Any car,
I don't think we have to
actually.
talk about it in any other context. And all those cars have cameras in them, and those dealerships have cameras. You're beyond being stupid when you do that. You're going to go to jail, and you now have a government that just got their mandate. They can't wait to find idiots that do this. You're going to spend 5 to 20 years in prison. If they get them on terrorism, which I think is a stretch, they will have no parole, no shortened sentence. They'll rot in hell in prison for 20 years. And frankly, as far as I'm concerned, that's okay. Breaking in, shooting a car, setting on fire, nothing to do with the politics, nothing to do with Tesla. You are a criminal, and you should go
what about the broader
to
question
jail.
about
Their investment fund.
No lies detected, although I don't think it's going to be a stretch to get these people on terrorism. What's happening right now fits the dictionary definition of terrorism. A reminder, as I posted a couple of weeks ago, maybe a week or so ago on X, the anti-Tesla protests, quote unquote, are acts of terrorism and should be treated accordingly. Let's read the definition of terrorism again. The unlawful use of violence, e.g. shooting up Tesla vehicles, Molotov cocktails into Tesla vehicles, correct, and intimidation, check, especially against civilians, as in Tesla owners, Tesla customers, Tesla employees, check, in the pursuit of political aims, check. Clean fucking sweep. This is terrorism, not a stretch at all.
About the protest factor. I mean, you heard
What
Tim Walz.
protest? You're a criminal.
I'm talking about Tim Walz and his comments about the Tesla stock. He says it gives him a boost to see that stock going down.
That poor guy didn't check his portfolio and his own pension plan for state. It's beyond stupid what he did. He's talking down a 3.5% weighting in his own pension plan. I mean, what's the matter with that guy? He doesn't check the well-being of his own constituents in his state.
I mean,
that's their investment
to your
fund.
point,
What a bozo.
I mean, this is the same guy who, under his watch, decided it was a great idea to have tampons in men's bathrooms, hence Tampon Tim. So yes, a bozo he is. And from absolutely incompetent to extremely competent, Howard Lutnick, by the way, great personal story, been through a lot of tragedy, but this guy's an absolute legend.
To build the next generation technology. I think if you want to learn something on this show tonight, buy Tesla. It's unbelievable that this guy's stock is this cheap. It'll never be this cheap again. When people understand the things he's building, the robots he's building, the technology he's building, people are going to be dreaming of today and Jesse Waters and thinking, gosh, I should have bought Elon Musk stock. I mean, who wouldn't invest in Elon Musk? You got to be kidding.
All right, so you're...
I have a feeling 10 years from now, these comments will have aged rather well. And now here's Jimmy Kimmel, friends with everybody's favourite content creator, Mark Rober, apparently. Or they've just got a lot of random photos together for some strange reason, who previously posted on X and described Elon Musk as a fully formed piece of shit. This guy's a fake comedian. He's actually just a propagandist for the political left. The current thing is Elon bad. Therefore, well, let's just see what he had to say about these insane acts of terrorism being leveled against Tesla for political reasons.
Down other than the stock market for a change. Our co-president, Elon Musk, sent a SpaceX vehicle to bring the astronauts back, and when they landed, he fired them immediately upon landing. Tesla stock is way down, almost disastrously so. People have been...
I mean, just take a moment here. The audience cheering, as David Sachs said, this is the masks off moment for the political left.
Vandalizing Tesla vehicles, new Tesla vehicles. Please don't vandalize. Don't ever vandalize Tesla vehicles. And so...
so that's really fucked up. Obviously, the intended meaning there was the reverse of what he said, hence the body language, the dramatic pause. He's insinuating, please continue vandalizing Tesla vehicles. This is insane to hear on air. This is ABC, owned by Disney. Where's the condemnation of these domestic acts of terrorism against Tesla? I mean, truly is a mask-off moment. This is fucked up.
So, Elon Musk has been making the rounds in the right-wing media to try to appear to be a human being. Yesterday, he was guest of honor on the TED.
And what's this? Dehumanizing Musk? He's not even human? What is this? Bro, this is just pure evil. Hate. What is wrong with these people? You don't have to agree with his opinions. You don't have to like Tesla products. But what the hell? He's intentionally encouraged continued vandalizing of Tesla vehicles, domestic terrorism. He's now referred to Elon Musk as, subhuman, not human? Bro, what the fuck?
Ted Cruz podcast where Sweaty Teddy, Ted Cruz seems, everything he knows about technology seems to come from movies he's seen. Ted asked Elon a question about the day.
All right, I can't deal with this anymore. This guy's fucking... By the way, this is the same absolute beta cuck, soy-infested, estrogen-poisoned turd who cried, literally tears, welling up after Trump won the election. Again, I asked the question, what the fuck? But wait, there's more. A subsequent clip, I think, from a subsequent episode. Jimmy Kimmel apparently doubling down on the Elon hate.
Even been on incidents of arson. Someone lit a bunch of Teslas on fire. And here's the thing, I get that people are upset. Burning a car might not be great for the environment. I don't think that's what they had in mind when they invented the electric car. In Las Vegas yesterday, someone threw a Molotov cocktail at a Tesla service center. At least 5 Teslas blew up, 1 from the Molotov and 4 because that's just what Teslas do sometimes. Right? And no one should be setting fires. You could kill somebody, you could hurt somebody. Elon Musk might not care about other people, but decent Americans should.
Bro, the hate oozing from this man is just off the charts. Again, what is wrong with him? What is wrong with these people? This is insane derangement. And this is after the same fuckface said, well, don't vandalize any more Teslas. This is how they program NPCs. A retard with a retarded audience of people who laugh when things aren't funny, give the impression that he's funny and makes a good point. He doesn't. He's a propagandist for the left. The people in the homes go, yeah, Elon's not a good person because Jimmy Kimmel said he's not a good person. What?
The world's richest man, has been trying to drum up sympathy for himself lately. His sales are down. His stock is down. Last night, he was somber as he went through this with Sean Hannity.
Tesla is a peaceful company. We've never done anything harmful. I've never done anything harmful. I've only done productive things.
Now, this is so remarkable to see happening. Musk is making a fair point here. There's domestic terrorism being leveled at Tesla. For what? He's not trying to gain sympathy. He's explaining that the attacks on his company, which he's defending now, his employees and his customers, are completely unreasonable, unhinged, and don't make any sense. Of course, I'm sure Jimmy Kimmel's going to come back and say, oh, Elon, you've done lots of bad things. You're Elon bad, remember? I can't be fucked with this guy anymore. Hey, what's this on screen now? Oh, it's Jimmy Kimmel and his good friend Mark Rober in photo after 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 photo. Wait, well, that's got nothing to do with anything. Moving on. Sean Hannity, the current face of Fox, who recently announced he had purchased a Tesla Model S Plaid and loves it, had a few thoughts on Jimmy Kimmel.
Jimmy Kimmel's show is owned and run by ABC Disney, and Disney's run by a guy by the name of Bob Iger. Bob, are you okay with this seeming glorification of violence? Is this the inclusive, woke DEI, the ABC Disney brand? Now think about it, Jimmy. You know, he sobs, he weeps when an election doesn't go his way. He demands compassion if he's having problems in his personal life. But yet, ABC Disney, Bob Iger, allow a host, in my opinion, to be celebrating what has been happening to Tesla against regular Americans that drive Teslas, making jokes about it all. Bob Iger, you're the CEO of Disney. Are you proud of this? Jimmy Kimmel is an unhinged loser. You see the ratings every day. We all see the ratings every day. He's, pretending to be woke, compassionate, while cheering for, those that are involved in these actions against Tesla, against his political enemies.
Now, just to be clear, Mr. Hannity, Bob Iger is a gigantic fucking sausage wallet, doesn't have a spine. He's a total doormat. There's no chance he's going to stand up, period. He wouldn't stand up to his work employees. Disney's imploding due to DEI insanity. And Bob won't do a fucking thing. He's weak. Meanwhile, I saw this compilation and I thought, might be worth sharing this one.
Here it is, double standard, loud and clear.
This MAGA crowd is really the most extreme political organization that's existed in American history.
They are threatening political violence, and they are attacking our democracy.
These Republicans and others are creating an environment of political violence. They are putting Americans at risk.
Democrats have never endorsed political violence, but he will go to a rally and he will endorse it. This is the equivalent of playing with a loaded gun and then it backfiring on you.
Your reaction, Caroline?
I heard the word extremism. What's extreme is the Democrat Party today, which is now applauding this political violence and domestic terrorism taking place across our country. What's extreme is the modern day Democrat Party, who wants President Trump to turn around planes full of gangsters, rapists, murderers, and foreign terrorists to bring them back to American soil. What's extreme is the Democrat Party that wants to keep men in women's sports and bathrooms and locker rooms. And what's extreme is a Democrat Party who wants to continue to spend hundreds of billions of dollars a year on useless government agencies that have done nothing to advance America's interests. Again, I will reiterate, President Trump is standing up for common sense and basic and fundamental American values, and all of this empty rhetoric from the left will not stop this president from doing what's right for the American people.
Once again, mask off moment. All the rhetoric from Democrats over the last couple of years implying how dangerous Trump supporters were, how violent, how prone to this kind of behaviour. Yet, who is it actually that's condoning, applauding, encouraging, failing to speak out against, to denounce the current acts of domestic terrorism being levelled at Elon Musk for political reasons. Isn't it funny how those who accuse others of something themselves tend to actually be guilty of that very crime? Some next level projecting going on. Meanwhile, Mr. Humiliation Fetish himself.
You were one of his earliest supporters, okay? So, and you've finally reached this point. How have you come to this point at this time, asking him to, to name a new CEO given his other job?
Well, it's people like Ned who are now, keying Teslas and protesting in front of the showrooms because they're so unhappy with the decisions he's making in government and all the divisive Nazi rhetoric that he keeps spewing. So,
Bro, Ross Gerber is one of the worst humans on the planet. Not hyperbole. How dare he suggest that Elon Musk is spewing divisive Nazi rhetoric? What is this guy talking about? This is so deranged and unhinged and defamatory. Why would Ross say this? What is he talking about? Truly, one of the worst humans on earth right now. When you have retards like this fuckface appearing in the mainstream media, going into people's homes around the world, you see somebody goes, look, some guy in a suit with nice hair said Elon's spewing divisive Nazi rhetoric. He must be a Nazi. I'm going to go throw a Molotov cocktail into a Tesla vehicle. Once again, the mask off moment. And funnily enough, same network, different retard, same talking point, aka software update for the NPCs, that Elon bad.
And this shows again, the American people do not trust Elon Musk, and Elon Musk is incompetent in his position. And how do we know? Because they fired tens of thousands of people, it was challenged in court. The court said the people have to go back, and now the people are coming back. He's incompetent, he's a thief, he's a Nazi, and people don't trust him.
All right, so did you get the latest software update? Elon bad, Elon incompetent, Elon thief, Elon Nazi. What is wrong with these people? By the way, spoiler alert, literally everything. David Sachs asked the question, why don't I hear more Democrat leaders denouncing Tesla terrorism? Do they tacitly condone or even celebrate it like Tim Walz did? This in response to a post from JD Vance who said, the people attacking Teslas are trying to send the message that if you support President Trump, they will commit acts of violence to try to intimidate you. Our message to them, terrorists in this country will be brought to justice. On that note,
I did some homework for this segment, and I want to start someplace that no one's talking about. What happens if there's someone in one of these cars, they blow up? That can happen. That becomes murder, or worse, terrorism plus. And I know that on January 20th, the president signed into law, through an executive order, restoring the death penalty. Do you think this sort of thing, and I hate to think it, people leave their children and pets in cars. I mean, you don't know. This is deadly, dangerous stuff these liberal protesters are playing with.
Yes, it is, Harris. And what I can tell you is that President Trump condemns this violence, and he is determined to restore law and order in our country, and he will ensure that the harshest penalties are pursued for those who are engaging in this vicious violence that we have seen targeted at this American company, Tesla dealerships, Tesla employees, and also innocent Americans who have chosen to drive these vehicles. Many of them, ironically, are likely Democrats. As you so eloquently pointed out, there is a major double standard here. The Democrats used to be the greatest cheerleaders for electric vehicles and for Tesla, the company, until Elon Musk decided to support and vote for Donald Trump. So the Trump derangement syndrome from the left is on true display with these attacks. It is getting dangerous, and the White House wholeheartedly condemns it. And we applaud Attorney General Pam Bondi for investigating these acts as domestic terrorism, because that is what they are.
Well, and it really is remarkable to see this all unfolding. You know, the Department of Government Efficiency is over the target when NPCs are willing to commit acts of terrorism against Tesla to try and stop Elon and the Department of Government Efficiency. But it ain't gonna work. Here's Dan Ives with some opinions on Elon bad / Elon Musk.
I think it's turned into what I'll call a brand crisis, and really a brand crisis tornado. And I think for Musk, he needs to balance this in terms of being Tesla's CEO and Doge. And I believe taking a step back from Doge is crucial to the name. And, you know, some will argue, we've been through it before, and I've been there from the beginning. I do believe the future of Tesla will really be determined how Musk handles the coming months. And I think that's why it's that much of a white knuckle moment. The longer term is continues to be a golden sort of strategy, near-termization.
So is the...
Because Tesla...
Hang on, that doesn't even make sense. Didn't he just say that the future of Tesla is going to be determined by how Musk acts in the next few months, and then moments later goes on to say that the future of Tesla is going to be golden over the long term? What? I'm so confused. Maybe Dan is as well. It's pretty amazing. Gaping void between perception and reality. Look at this. Google Trends still. Searches worldwide for buy Tesla. 2, 3, 4 times their average over the last 12 months. Still. If we drill down a little bit, last 90 days, we'll see this quite clearly. Having gone absolutely vertical. Now, a lot of, I'll just say it, dumb fucks were suggesting that, well, maybe Google's really dumb and therefore they can't distinguish between the search term buy Tesla and Trump buys Tesla, because Trump did in fact buy a Tesla Model S Plaid. At the time I pointed out, I mean, bro, it's Google. They can distinguish these search terms, but hey, we can now put that brain dead argument to bed. Anyone see on the chart, where did Trump buy the Tesla? Oh, that's right, the 11th of March 2025. That was the peak. And yes, a lot of people then likely were searching for Trump bought Tesla, but Google's not stupid. They can differentiate different search terms and understand intent. Somebody searching buy Tesla and somebody searching Trump buy Tesla are not looking for the same thing. Somebody is seeking to buy a Tesla vehicle and somebody was seeking to see some content relating to Trump buying a Tesla. But look, that happened on the 11th of March. These may be adjusted for Australian dates. 11th, 12th, right? Hello. Look at this. The 22nd of March, as I record this right now. The number of searches for buy Tesla right now, today, as I record this, the dashed line, still live data, right, is approximately 2 times as high as it was just after Trump purchased a Tesla and many other people thought, hey, that's a great idea. I might buy one too to support the cause. This is the reality. This is signal, not noise. There has been a massive surge in people learning about Tesla vehicles, considering buying one, and actually buying them simply to support Elon Musk, Donald Trump, Department of Government Efficiency, and the mission. This is huge. You're not going to see this in the hate stream media, but this is the reality of what's happening. Not going to get as many clicks as a burning Tesla vehicle, but you can't make this shit up. Here's the last 30 days, zoomed in even further. This is the peak we saw, 11th, 12th March. This is where Trump buys the Tesla vehicle. Many other people on that day think, hey, good idea, I'll do the same. Look, this is relative search interest. 50 versus 100, right? It's doubled. As I record this, double the search interest for buy Tesla versus its recent peak when Trump buys a Tesla, many people follow suit. And that itself was significantly above the longer term average. This is all relative, right? You guys understand. If this is 100 and that's around 50, that's about half. 25 would be half of the 50, right? Which would be a quarter of the 100. Around 15, as I record this, over the past 30 days, there's roughly 5 to 6 times as much search interest for buy Tesla as there was prior to this shit hitting the fan. 6 times. There's never been, over the last 5 years, a higher amount of interest for buy Tesla than right now. Think about that. Half a decade, never before, higher search interest for buy Tesla. Congratulations to the fucked-hearted leftists who just helped stoke Tesla's next leg of insane growth. They fucked around, they're finding out. Want more content? Early access? Bunch of perks? Click the links in the pinned comment. AG1 is awesome. I've been taking it daily now for more than 3 years. It's a great way to fill in nutritional gaps. It's packed full of vitamins, minerals, and whole food source nutrients. Plus, it has prebiotics, probiotics, and adaptogens to improve gut health, regularity, and help your body handle stress. I'm always looking for an edge to help me feel and perform my best, which is why I haven't missed a day of AG1 for more than 3 years. Just try it and see how you feel. Click the link in the pinned comment or head to drinkag1.com/SMR and get yourself a free 1-year supply of vitamin D3 plus K2 and 5 travel packs. This is what viewers of the channel had to say after trying AG1. I feel like I have a lot more energy since I started on AG1. Just got my AG1 in the mail. Legit feeling the effects after day 3. 3 months ago, I started AG1 and have been enjoying the evenness of alertness and energy that lasts the day. I just started the wife on it too. Are you convinced yet? I mean, hey, it's worth trying, right? Click the link in the pinned comment or head to drinkag1.com/SMR, or I can keep going. This viewer, after about a month on AG1, definitely a lack of fatigue in the afternoon. Pleasant side effect is that my coffee intake has imploded and is almost down to 0. One more? Yeah, why not? I honestly feel younger and will be continuing to use AG1. This stuff really is crazy good. I didn't think it would be, but this stuff is awesome. It really is what everyone is saying. One more? Don't mind if I do. I've just received my 3rd month supply. I've drank it every day. I have so much energy throughout most of the day. I'm productive, started a new business, started socializing, refurbished a boat. It's no coincidence. Thank you for your persistence, your integrity, and your insights. Now look, These are not my words. These are not my testimonials. This is what you guys and girls are saying. Maybe it's 100% placebo effect. But even if that's the case, I think it's money well spent. Click the link in the pinned comment or head to drinkag1.com/SMR and get yourself a free 1-year supply of vitamin D3 plus K2 and 5 travel packs.